pagpapatuloy ng ating Build It Right series. Para mas maprotektahan ang ating bahay laban sa sunog, kailangan meron tayong firewall. Ipapaliwanag sa atin yan nating guest host na si Robilson Fernandez. Napapaisip din ba kayo minsan kung paanong ang isang simpleng pader ay nagiging pinakamabisang depensa natin laban sa sunog? Hindi ito basta-basta pader na gawa sa tipikal na material. Ang tawag dito, firewall. Kasama natin ang aking partner na si Robilson Fernandez para alamin kung paano ito nagbibigay ng matinding proteksyon laban sa sakuna.
Now, aside from writing and, of course, hosting, I've always dreamed of being a fireman. Not just to save lives, drive a fire truck, but also be in that sexy firefighter calendar. Mr. September for you. But of course, for charity. Now, speaking of fires, let's talk about today's topic, which is just as crucial in protecting our homes from going up in flames. The firewall. But first and foremost, what exactly are house fire hazards and how common are they? Let's find out.
Maraming bagay sa loob ng bahay ang posibleng magdulot ng sunog. Mga sitwasyon gaya ng naiwang kalan, nag-overheat na kasangkapan, o kaya naman ay kandilang napabayaan. Mangyari man ito sa loob ng inyong tahanan o magsimula sa kalapit bahay, mahalagang may pananggang pipigil sa pagkalat ng apoy.
Ang house firewall ay isang pader na inilalagay sa pinaka-hangganan ng inyong property. Serve you as a security or boundary. So the importance of firewall serve as a barrier para yung apoy ay hindi makapunta sa kabilang hangganan. Kumbaga, binablock ng firewall yung pag-spread ng fire. Hindi makapenetrate or hindi maka-spread yung apoy doon sa kabilang bahay.
Now, do you wonder where to find these firewalls in your house? You're gonna see them built between the edges of someone's property if setbacks are not met. You're also gonna see them between attached homes like townhouses or near floor-prone spots like kitchens. Now, at first glance, you might not notice them because they look like, well, typical walls. But firewalls, they should have no openings and they must be made of fire-resistant materials. Now, it's surely gonna be a massive disaster if you don't have them.
Tulad na lang na nangyari kay Balbina na nasunugan ng bahay nito lamang Marso ngayong taon. Dahil sa dikit-dikit umano ang kanilang mga bahay kaya mabilis kumapang ang apoy.
Before, nakatira kami sa Tabing Riles, sa Joaquin. Yun yung nasunog nung last March. Yung area namin kasi doon is talagang dikit-dikit yung bahay. Karamihan sa bahay doon gawa sa light materials. Madaling araw kasi yun eh. Yung bahay na pinagmulan ng sunog, malayo sa amin. So, hindi nga namin akalain na aabutin pa yung lugar namin kasi talagang malayo siya. Mabilis talagang kumalat. Actually, may kapitbahay kami na may firewall. Talagang safe na safe yung bahay niya. Pero yung sa labas niya, yung bubong, yun nasira. Pero yung sa loob ng bahay, talagang safe yung gamit niya lahat.
Sa bilis ng apoy, mga importanteng dokumento at uniforme ng kanyang anak lang daw ang kanyang nailikas. Gayunpaman, nagpapasalamat pa rin siya na ligtas pa rin ang kanyang pamilya.
Nakakatakot din. Medyo nakakatrauma kasi katulad nun, tulog ka, di ba? Eh kung hindi ka nagising, yun ang mahirap.
Now, as we all know, fire is such a traumatic experience, which is why having safety precautions like a firewall is not just an option, but a must. So, what are the best types of house firewalls, you ask? Good question.
Kaya naman we conducted a simple experiment para mas lalo nating maintindihan.
May tinatawag na tayong fire-resisting hour. So yung sa type 1, sa 4 inches na kapal ng masonry or drywall, meron tayong window R para makapag-evacuate sa isang building ng 1 R. Sa type 2 naman, yung sa kapal naman is 6 inches na either concrete or drywall naman is meron tayong window R na 2 Rs. Sa type 3 is meron tayong 3 Rs na window R. Ang nire-require naman ang kapal na is 7 inches. And yung last is 4R window R na evacuation time natin. Nire-require niya is 8 inches na kapal ng either masonry or gypsum board or drywall.
Now that we understand their importance, does it mean we can install firewalls on our own? No! Just as firefighters have the skill to handle danger, you need professionals to keep your home safer with proper installation, safety inspection, and compliance checks.
May batas din naman tayo sa firewall. It must be 6 inches, typically yun yung batas. When we're doing firewall, kung ito yung group mo, yung firewall mo dapat mas mataas. Bilang respeto sa ating mga kapitbahay, mas mainam na magpaalam tayo kung tayo ay magpapagawa ng firewall.
Magdedepende tayo sa lot area or kung gusto nung may-ari na i-maximize yung lote natin, pwede tayong magtayo or kung halimbawa naman is napapagitnaan tayo ng dalawang building, pwede tayong magtayo para in case na magkaroon ng sunog is hindi madadama yung itatayo nating bahay. Make sure lang din natin na yung mai-hire nating mga tao is mga professional and lisensyado para safe and maayos yung pag-construct ng bahay na itatayo natin.
All right, homeowners and future homeowners, as we wrap up, let's highlight the amazing benefits of firewalls. They act as a shield that contain and keep fire from spreading. They also protect your escape routes so you and your loved ones can exit safely in an emergency. And lastly, they give homeowners peace of mind by boosting property safety. That's why investing in firewalls is a wise choice for a safer home for you and your family.
Sabi nga nila, di bali ng manakawan, huwag lang masunugan. Kaya naman, paano nga ba natin masisigurong maayos at ligtas ang gagawing firewall? Rubilson, ano ba ang payo ng mga eksperto? Aminin natin, para makatipid, marami sa atin na mahilig sa do-it-yourself o DIY pagdating sa pagpapagawa ng bahay. Pero pagdating sa mga bagay na may kinalaman sa kaligtasan, gaya ng firewall, hindi yan pwedeng tsambahan lang.
Mga kapuso, let's begin busting myths about firewalls. The most common? Thinking that any strong wall is enough to protect you from the fire. But here's the truth. Not all walls are built to block the flames.
Hindi porke makapal yung ating firewall ay safe na. Kasi mayroong mga materyales tayo na 1 to 2 hours lang yung fire resistant niya. Wherein may mga makabagong teknolohiya, makabagong materyales na tumatagal yung fire resistant niya ng 4 to 6 hours.
Yung parang misconception ng tao dun regarding sa drywall is once na na-install natin siya is akala lang nila hindi siya masusunog agad. So ang pinaka-purpose ng drywall is para ma-prevent lang or pabagalin lang yung pag-transfer nung sunog dun sa isang bahay patungo dun sa isa. So ang pinaka-purpose niya is magkaroon ng time yung tao para maka-evacuate dun sa bahay.
And because firewalls, well, they're a relatively new concept in traditional Filipino houses, there's a lot of misconceptions that still exist around them, like firewalls should extend beyond your wall and roof so your home is sufficiently protected. Well, this reminds me of something. Ah, yes, the firewall edition. Number 1, any wall can be a firewall. Now, not all walls are designed to resist fire. They need specific materials to slow the spread of the flames. At number 2, firewalls, they can stop a fire completely. Nope. Rest in peace, Matombo. They slow the spread of fire, giving occupants time to escape and firefighters time to respond. And at number 3, firewalls, they don't need maintenance. Well, firewalls, they need regular inspections and maintenance as cracks, gaps, or poor installation can weaken their fire resistance capabilities. I see what you did there. Nicely played, writers and producers of iHeartPH. Ang pinaka talaga kayo.
Go, Robilson! Support ako dyan! Ngayon, i-explore naman natin ang iba pang fire safety measures na pwedeng i-apply sa ating bahay at silipin sa ginawa nating experiment kung gaano ka-effective ang mga ito.
Noon pa meron ng pintura anong araw na parang 4 hours to 5 hours, hindi agad masusunog. I think sa mga darating na panahon, mas mai improve pa yung mga materials na pwedeng magamit natin dito sa Pilipinas. In terms of fire safety system, we can use fire alarm kahit yung mga battery operated. Pwede rin tayong magkaroon ng mga fire extinguisher at doon naman sa sprinkler, kung may budget pa, pwede rin tayong magpakabit nito. Para po sa akin, mas mainam po na meron tayong firewall. Kumbaga gumastos na rin po tayo doon sa ating bahay na ipinagawa. Konti na lang po yung idadagdag natin para doon sa ating firewall. Para maprotektahan din yung ating mga ininvest dito sa ating bahay.
At pagdating sa do's, don'ts at iba pang firewall maintenance, may payo ang ating mga eksperto.
According sa National Building Code, wala ka dapat opening na nilalagay dun sa mismong itatayo mong firewall. Pwede siyang combination ng either concrete. Ang kagandahan naman ng paggamit natin ng combination ng concrete or drywall is mas magaan gamitin yung drywall compare sa concrete. So mas lightweight yung magiging structure natin na itatayo.
So, special maintenance when it comes to firewall, we have to check nga kung meron tong mga cracks. And then kapag may cracks, we have to seal it. Then after sealing the concrete, we have to apply waterproofing.
Kaya importante talagang kumonsulta sa mga profesional para masigurong mahigpit na masusunod ang inspection checklist at procedures.
And there you have it. A fire-safe home built with reliable firewalls offers the best protection for what matters most. Looking ahead, innovations like smart fire detection systems and advanced fire-resistant materials are set to take home security to the next level because prioritizing safety is one of the ang pinaka-best investments for your family.